I have like no time. You're gonna have to hurry this up.
Yeah, you said he committed to a non sequitur fallacy, right?
Correct.
Alright, why?
Because he said that you control yourself, you do whatever you want, you can get plastic surgery, therefore you own yourself.
When did he say
Non
that?
sequitur.
When did he say that?
He said when I asked him how do you own yourself, he said that you can do whatever you want. You can get plastic surgery. You can do all that kind of stuff. He brought up like some guy made him look like a Ken doll, and he said that because like you control yourself, you own yourself. That's a non sequitur.
Okay, so when he gave you his argument, he clarified this is his argument. He said that he was using the definition to demonstrate that a priori he owns himself, right? So he fits a particular label of ownership. He said that all it means to own something
What?
is to have something belong to you. And then you agreed that your body belongs to you. Correct?
I didn't agree. I said you control your body. I didn't say you
Hold on.
it
You
belongs to
actually
you.
did. You
Where he
said that
said
your
it
foot
false
belongs to
dichotomy.
you. You actually said that your foot belongs to you, implying your body belongs to you.
Didn't say that.
You
Okay, but
actually did.
this
I
is
can
false.
hold on. Say it right now. Say I did not say that my foot belongs to me because I'll quote it on TikTok. I'll clip it. I'll clip where you said it, and then you're gonna look like a liar. Say that right now. Say I did not say that. Say it.
I didn't say that. I mean, if I did, then
Quote. I want you
uh,
to say it directly. Say I did not say that my
show
foot
me
belongs
the
to
clip.
me.
Because
Hold on. Hold on.
sure
Hold
I
on.
didn't
Hold on.
say
Wait,
that.
real quick.
And
Say
if I did, I called them out on false
hold on. Hold on.
dichotomy,
One
making
second. Say I
about
did
me
not say that my
like
foot belongs to
irrelevant.
me. Say my foot does not belong to me. I
What?
did not say that.
My foot doesn't belong to me. I control my foot.
No, say I did not say that my foot belongs to me. Say that.
Why should I say that?
Okay, so you're scared to look like a liar, right? Because you actually did say
I mean,
that.
I'm not. And like, even if I did say that,
So
bro,
you
you do
did
realize
say
that I
it.
corrected myself
No,
and
you
called him
you
out on a
agreed, and you
dichotomy.
just said a minute. You
I
were just
called him
being dishonest. You
out.
just said a minute ago that you did not say that.
Then I said that you don't. I said that you don't.
You actually
That
said
your
it
leg
does
doesn't
belong
belong
to you,
to you.
and then Aeroflame
No,
said you
then
concede to his point, and then you try to pretend afterwards that you didn't say it.
no, because I said that this is a false dichotomy.
Does
There's
your
more
foot
than two
belong to you
options.
or not?
Your foot, no, you control your foot. You
So
don't.
it
Your
doesn't
foot
belong to
doesn't.
you,
No, it doesn't belong
and
to
you
you. You
never
own your
said that
foot.
it belongs to
I
you,
mean,
right?
control your foot.
And you
What?
never said that it belongs to you, right?
And if I did, I corrected myself.
Okay, so you admit that you did then, right?
That if I did, then I corrected myself
Okay, I'll show it on
because I
TikTok
called it
later.
a false dichotomy. Like this is still doesn't disprove the fact that he presented a false dichotomy.
What does this have to do with the non sequitur point? I'm saying he gave you the argument, you agreed with the argument, you agreed that it was sound, and then you conceded
No, no,
that
no.
point,
He,
and then
his
you went back on it.
original his original argument, you control yourself. Then he changed it to belonging.
Maybe he
Like he changed
misunderstood what
the
you were
definition.
saying. I wasn't there for that part, so I'm not going to speak on that. All I'm saying is, bare minimum, he clarified what he was trying to say. He said that because you have your body in a position of belongingness, your body belongs to you, which you agreed with, and you said your foot belongs to
He
you,
didn't.
right? That
He
implies
only said
ownership.
that after I like disproved that like control equates ownership.
I mean, for one, he literally said that wasn't what he said. So, I mean, we can go and look at the recording when it's uploaded. It'll
When he
be on
brought up
YouTube.
that plastic surgery that you do whatever you want with your body, that's like isn't that not synonymous with control? You control yourself, therefore you own yourself.
He's saying that it belongs to you. You have the ability to do that because it belongs to you, right? So that's just an entailment.
What belongs to you?
Your
Your
body.
body belongs.
Yeah, what you agreed
I
to.
mean, I mean, you are yourself. I want to say
But it
you own
belongs to
yourself.
you, right? It belongs
It
to you or
doesn't.
no? As
This is a
Aeroflame
false.
said, when you say it's your foot, wait, do you call it your foot or do you call it someone else's foot? Is it your foot?
I mean,
Like the ligament,
it's
the
a part of.
ligaments attached
It's
to
a
your
part.
leg? Are those your ligaments?
It's a part of my body. Yes,
So
that's
it
my answer.
belongs to you, right? Or what does your there
No.
mean? What does your mean then in this
What do you
context?
mean? You're
When I say
like
it's your
you
foot, if I say put your hand on your head, what does your in that context mean?
like your hand. That doesn't mean
What does it mean?
belonging. This is like yeah.
So
This is
what do
another
you
like
mean? Wait,
nonsense.
hold on. What does that mean then? I'm trying to figure out what you mean. So what do you mean by your in that context then? If you don't mean it belongs to you, what does that word mean in this context?
What do you mean? What context? Like, yeah,
If I say put
like
your
it's your
hand
own.
on your head, if it's not a belongingness
Because
relation, what kind of relation is it?
wait, what do you mean? What kind of relation?
If it's not a relationship of it belonging to you, what kind of relationship is it?
I mean, like you just control it. You can control something without it belonging to you.
Hold on. So it's a control relation. So when I say your hand, what does that mean?
When I say your hand, that you control your hand. You don't own your
Wait,
hand. You
wait, wait. Hold
control your
on. You
hand.
just put the definition of the thing. So when I ask for the definition of your hand, you're saying it means you control your hand, but that's a circular definition. It's not informative. So what does your
Wait.
hand mean?
I mean, I don't really know how to explain like your hand. Like that's just
Because it
how
seems
do I
like it
prove that
belongs to
though?
you. I'm not asking you to prove it. I'm just asking what you mean. It seems like
I
you're
wouldn't.
describing a belonging relation, right? You're saying
No, I'm not
your as
because
in reference to this part of the physical world which belongs to you, right? That's what your means. What does your
wait,
mean
what?
normally? Your means in possession of, in ownership of, in belonging of. So you do
Yeah,
concede
but you don't
Airflame's
own
point.
your but you don't own your arm, which I take problem with, which
So
I
what does
called
your
out.
mean? What does your
So
mean?
what is your mean?
Wait, hold. Yeah, what does
Like
your mean? Because the definition of the word your normally means to belong to, or to be in possession of, or to be owned by. So what does your mean
that's
in this
just
context?
I mean this is going circular. Like I said, like I mean you control like you're in this
You
context
control
of like
what?
your leg and
You control
this
what?
means like you can leg. You
So I'm
control your
asking
leg.
you
That
for
doesn't
the
own it.
definition of your hand, and you're telling me it means you control your hand,
My hand
but that's a circular
hand is my
definition.
hand. A is A. No, 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 no. The law of identity is based, bro. What are you talking about? My hand is my hand. It is what it is.
What does that have to do with what I said? I'm asking what you mean by this, right?
What your hand is?
The
You
law of
asked me what do
identity
you
is
mean
just
by
explaining that
that
there's
my
self
hand is my hand.
identity ascribed to objects or that propositions equal themselves, but that doesn't tell me what you mean by the proposition.
No,
I'm
are
asking you to
themselves.
explain the
Are
semantics.
propositions like are themselves, not they equal itself. A is it's not A equals A. It's
It,
A
it
is A
literally is A
because
equals
that
A.
treats it like an
It
equation.
literally.
This is kind of like heading into
What
law
does
of
equal
identity.
mean? What does equal
Anyways,
mean?
some
What does equal mean?
A is A.
Okay, so then you just
I mean,
conceded
it's
that. So okay, now
like
going back to
equation.
what I was
It
saying,
is
what
A
does your
because
hand mean? What does it mean to have your hand? It means to be in
like your
possession
hand is
of
your hand.
this physical body part, right? Or it means that this physical body part which belongs to you.
Yeah, you can control your arm. This is going circular,
Wait,
and
you
I have
just
to
said
like go
yeah, so
through
you just conceded. So you conceded
Wait, when did
Aeroflame's
I say?
argument.
When did I?
You literally just said
When I?
yeah in response to me saying
When I? Yeah, that's
that
like a filler
position.
word I use. I didn't like
Oh,
actually
okay.
agree with it.
Okay. So what's your contention with
If I
the
said
word
yeah,
your
you
then?
own your like. I think what you may have mistaken is like so when he said is your leg belong to you? I mean, when I said yeah, but that doesn't mean ownership.
So
That I
you
didn't
so
literally
you conceded
concede.
by
I
accident. Okay, well let's just clarify then. That's fine. You
because
conceded
I
by
use
accident.
yeah
That's
as like
fine.
a filler word.
Yeah, that's fine.
What do you
I'm
mean?
saying let's grant that you said it by accident. I'm just trying to figure out what
Yeah,
you mean really fast before you have to go.
yeah. Okay,
So just real
all right.
fast. Okay, when I say this is my hand, if that doesn't mean possession, what does that mean?
Control your hand. Like I mean, it goes into
Wait,
like
but
your
you
hand is
hold
your
on,
hand.
hold on. But that's a circular definition. You're saying I control my hand, but I'm asking you for the definition of my hand. What does "my" in that sentence mean?
I mean like my means
like
like you.
like you want to know what the definition, the textbook definition of the word "your" is? So if you go to Oxford Dictionary, it just means belonging to or associated with the person or people that the speaker is addressing. So if I say "your," that means it belongs to you or it's associated with you in some way. So what's the association if not a belongingness one?
I mean, if it's not a belonging one, it's
Yeah,
going in circles.
you're saying it's not a belongingness one, but that seems pretty typical of what we mean by "your." So I just want the alternate explanation. Otherwise, this one just seems more intuitive and I think more agreeable.
I mean, I don't really know how to explain that. Like, what is in reference to like your? How do I
So
explain
you know
that?
about
Like, it's
philosophy
like
and stuff, right?
a
A little
little.
bit. You ever heard of inference to the best explanation?
No. I mean, is that
So
like what do you like?
it's like a
Yeah.
form of induction, right? So we try and choose
Right?
the explanation which is the most virtuous. That means a lot of things you don't have the time, so I want to explain it. Basically, we're going to choose the explanation that's the best. And of the two explanations put forward here, your will mean in possession versus your means something which I don't know, but it doesn't mean that. Which one sounds more intuitive? Which one sounds more agreeable? The one that has a clear cut grammatical take and a clear cut take on linguistics, or the one
Yeah.
that doesn't really have any sort of or the one that has a lot of ambiguity and vagueness and doesn't really mean anything in particular. Which explanation would you choose?
I mean, by this, I mean, I don't really, I'm not really familiar with this type of
That's fine.
philosophies.
We can rediscover this topic. We can talk about it again anytime. I know you don't have time, so we'll leave this without saying you conceded or anything. But that's why I think Aeroflame won at least that particular point because it seems like he just provided the better
Yeah, but
explanation.
refuted him on rights. I called him out on a false
Okay, that might be
dichotomy,
true.
but
I didn't watch the whole debate. I'm just talking about this particular part, okay? So if you want to talk about it again, you want to research anything I said, or you want to ask my thoughts, we can talk about it again. But that's why I think Aeroflame won on this particular point.
I mean, I would disagree with that because he
Inference
kind
to
of
the
did
best
change.
explanation.
I mean, he changed his definition midway through after like I proved that it's like not very good.
Okay,
That
but
control doesn't.
look, so
He changed.
so this is how a dialectic normally functions, right? So you guys are putting forward two different positions. Your position is that in this particular case, we do not own our bodies. Aeroflames was that we do own our bodies, right? So his argument, you agreed to, at least on some level. You admit that at the very least it's a better explanation than the one you're giving, which is vague and potentially ungrammatical, right? And I'm saying I'm going to choose the one that isn't vague and ungrammatical potentially, right? So it seems
but
like
he didn't bring this up.
hold on. This is basically what he brought up, actually. So all I'm saying is that even if we grant for him the Aeroflame changed argument, that particular position was upheld. This particular argument's conclusion was still drawn as an inference from his other reasoning. So bare minimum, he presented an argument that still decided this conclusion. And it seems like you don't actually have a reason to refute it at the moment.
What do you mean? Like, I don't have a reason to refute.
He has the better explanation. So inference to the best explanation. We're going to choose the better one.
He didn't bring this up, though. He didn't bring up that this is my or like whatever. What the hell is that philosophical term you used?
Which one?
Where you pick the best inference. Inference of what?
Inference to the best explanation.
Inference to the best explanation. He never uttered those words.
But he implicitly invoked it, right? When he
like
said,
if he brought this up during the debate.
But he did bring this up
during the debate. During the debate, he didn't bring up inference of like the best explanation.
He didn't bring that up in particular, but he brought it up implicitly. So that's just a label. He doesn't have to mention the label to make that kind of argument.
Which means, so if it's implicit, I couldn't have caught it.
So like, so for instance, right? So say someone doesn't speak English, right? But they point to a glass of water, wanting something to hydrate themselves with, right? If they're pointing at it, they're referencing the glass of water, even if they don't know it's called the glass of water, right?
If someone's pointing at a glass of water, then that means they're explicitly.
He was referencing this type of argument. He was saying it's absurd to think of anything else because what we mean by your is always going to mean something that belongs to you. What we mean by own is just that something belongs to you, and your foot belongs to you by definition. Because for it to mean your, or for it to be your foot, that means it's a foot which belongs to you. That's what Aeroflame said, which is just implicitly invoking IBE.
Which. Yeah, he said your foot belongs to you, which I said that this is a false dichotomy. So that's the argument. Anyways, I have to go.
Okay.
Talk about it later.
Yeah, okay. Anytime you want.
Yep.
Okay, Arrow.
What a dishonest weasel. I hated that guy.
Okay. Here, we'll pause this one.